I'm Lieutenant Derek Alfred of the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department Homicide Bureau. I will be discussing an LASD deputy-involved shooting that occurred at 1000 West Carson in the city of Torrance at the Harbor UCLA Medical Center. This incident began on October 6th, 2020 at approximately 11:15 p.m. when two deputies assigned to South Los Angeles Station were working a two-deputy security detail inside a patient room on the 4th floor within the Harbor UCLA Medical Center in Torrance. They were assigned to provide security for a deputy who suffered an on-duty injury. The two female deputies assigned the detail were inside the injured deputy's room when they heard loud banging and screams coming from somewhere nearby. One of the two deputies elected to stay in the room with the injured deputy while the other deputy exited the room and walked down the hallway to investigate. A few rooms down the hallway, the deputy found the source of the banging and screams. The deputy looked into a large hospital room and saw the room contained multiple beds, 3 members of hospital staff, and 3 patients on or near the hospital beds. The deputy then saw a male patient, a male Hispanic, 34 years old, in a hospital gown. He was standing and facing the large window of the exterior wall. The male patient was experiencing a psychiatric crisis, and he was attempting to smash the 4th floor window out with a piece of medical equipment known as a subsequential medical device, which is pictured to my left. This device is a compression machine encased in steel, and it weighs approximately 6.5 pounds. The source of the screaming was the medical staff. Can you switch to the photo of the damaged window? This is the window inside the room with the medical staff, patients, and the 34-year-old male patient. The deputy at that time directed the medical staff to remove the other patients and leave the room. The male patient continued to beat on the window as he stared out through it. An announcement was broadcast over the hospital public address system to summon medical staff who specialize in these situations. After learning help was on the way, the deputy returned to the room with the injured deputy and her partner and resumed her security detail. The deputy entered the room and then closed the door behind her. The deputies then heard additional banging coming from the hallway. The deputy who originally stayed with the injured deputy stood nearest the closed door inside the room that led to the hallway, when suddenly the safety glass window of the door shattered. That same male patient was outside their door holding the metal device over his head, hitting that door repeatedly with it. The male patient again struck the door, causing it to swing inward and open. The deputy stepped into the threshold to prevent the male patient from entering the room. She repeatedly told the male patient to put the object down. The male patient, who was still holding the metal device over his head, lunged forward or toward the deputy, and a deputy-involved shooting occurred. The male patient sustained 7 gunshot wounds to his upper body. He was treated at the scene and remains in critical condition. No deputies were injured in the incident. The male patient, who was at the hospital for a reason we cannot disclose, will not be identified for confidentiality reasons. This incident is still under investigation, and we will continue to investigate by completing additional interviews, examining additional evidence, and completing forensic reviews of the involved evidence. The hospital does not have security cameras within the patient room areas, so video footage will be unavailable from this incident.
The Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department has begun a thorough and in-depth investigation. Homicide investigators will continue to investigate this incident by completing additional interviews, examining additional evidence and toxicology results, and completing forensic reviews of the involved evidence. When completed, the facts of the investigation will be presented to the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office, Justice System Integrity Division, for review and a determination whether the force used was within the law. Following the District Attorney's review, the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department Internal Affairs Bureau will complete an administrative investigation of the incident. The Internal Affairs Bureau will present the case to the Executive Force Review Committee, which will evaluate the performance of the deputies and determine if their tactics and use of deadly force were within policy and met the high standards of the Sheriff's Department. On behalf of Sheriff Alex Villanueva, the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department is appreciative of your interest and understanding in this incident.